What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, we collected all 8 pieces of the Triforce and formed the Triforce of Courage. In this episode, well, we are going to travel to the Tower of the Gods because we need to go down to old Hyrule, make sure Zelda is safe, and then challenge Ganondorf to one final fight to put an end to all this madness and save the world. And I'm excited, guys, because, well, it won't be long until we're done with this game. Don't worry, though, the game gives you one more opportunity after you travel down below to come back up to the Great Sea, in case you want to pick up a heart container, a potion, or something like that. However, since we already have everything, let's just travel to the center, and, well, let's see what happens. This is actually one of, like, my favorite cutscenes in the game. Well done, Link. You must show the Triforce piece you have assembled to the gods. Alright then, what do you think of this, guys, huh? I put it together all by myself. I used lots of super glue, so it'll be perfectly fine. And it seems like the gods are pleased with my use of the super glue. Fantastic. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, what is this? There, on your hand. The Triforce piece now dwells within you. Well, isn't that fancy? It is the Triforce of Courage, proof that you are indeed the true hero. Nifty. You have controlled the wind and crossed the seas, and here, near the end of your quest, the power of the gods has been bestowed upon you. Surely, from this moment on, you shall be known as the Hero of Winds. Link, Hero of Winds, go forth to Hyrule, to Zelda's side. Oh man, I just love this cutscene. Like, the music like builds up at the perfect moment, and it's just like, yeah, I'm a hero now. It's time to save the world and save Princess Zelda and put an end to all this madness. Oh man, it pumps you up, man. It really does. Enough of that, though. We gotta be serious because we gotta make sure Zelda is still safe and sound in the basement and make sure Ganon hasn't gotten to her. Because if he did, oh man, that is just not gonna be good. And oh no, the statue's broken. I liked that statue. It was a statue of me. Oh, and even worse, the way to the basement has been unlocked. Oh, that does not look good, guys. I really hope Zelda's okay. Oh, this could be terrible. Zelda? Oh, thank goodness, she's still there in the center. Oh man, that could have been a lot worse. How you been, Zelda? It's nice to see you. And Link is happy to see you too, it looks like. Oh no! It was a trick! Ganon, how could you do this? You fiend! I'll make you pay for this. You have deceived yourself. Did you think you'd be safe inside the castle? Foolish! Now that my power has been restored, there is no safe haven for you. I have taken your precious Zelda. And here you shall fall into eternal slumber. I don't think so, Ganondorf. I'm ready for... Oh, really? 2 dark nuts? That's it? Come on. We all know I can handle 2 dark nuts. Like, it's when you throw 3 or 4 at me that I have a problem. But like 2 of them? That's a walk in the park for me, Ganondorf. And how did that guy even get set on fire? That doesn't even make... He was nowhere near the edge of the arena, and yet he somehow lit himself on fire. That takes talent, man. That takes talent. I will give you that much. Alrighty, though, their armor is gone, so that is good for me. Ganondorf, if you're watching, you're only delaying the inevitable, man. It won't be long until we go toe-to-toe. And only one of us is gonna come out alive in that battle. So come on, Dark Nuts, if you could just, like, hurry up and die, that'd be great. Like, I'm on a busy schedule. I got the world to save and stuff like that. Plus, you don't want to keep a princess waiting. Like, I learned that the hard way. So, if you just die, we can all move on with our lives. Well, you guys won't, because you'll be dead, but I'll move on with my life, and it'll be all hunky-dory and stuff like that. So, come on, just die. Thank you. Gosh dang. Oh, man. Well, I guess so much for Eternal Slumber. That was a pretty easy challenge, Ganondorf. I'm not even sure why you bothered with that. It gave you a little bit of extra time, I guess, but we're coming after you, man. I don't know where you took the princess, but we're gonna find you. I like Link's running animation. It looks so stupid in this cutscene, but since we've defeated the Dark Nuts and there's no enemies in here, we can pretty much just move on through to the outside bridge. Now, the reason why we needed to power up the Master Sword is because Ganondorf has set up this, like, evil barrier. But with the fully powered Master Sword, we can just chop it down. And this is another one of, like, my favorite cutscenes in the entire game. Like, it's just so cool being able to, like, break this huge barrier that's been blocking your path the entire game. And now we finally can, like, go to the other side and explore Hyrule Field a little bit. Although it is kind of depressing in the same way because, well, Hyrule Field in this game is kind of underwhelming. It's not actually like an open field how it was in Ocarina of Time. I kind of wish it was. Like, if they made this entire landscape like an open field and you could just run about it, that'd be awesome. But, like, they kind of had to make it close quarters so you know where to go. But at the same time, I feel like there was a missed opportunity there, and it would be really, really cool if it was like the same layout of Ocarina of Time, and we just had to, like, run across the field and make our way over to Ganon's castle, which is pretty much what we're doing right now anyways. But I don't know, it would have been nice if there wasn't like a predefined path. And technically we're actually going to Ganon's tower in this game. It's a little bit different than Ganon's castle, but the terminology doesn't really matter. Let's get rid of this Darknet though, because we have to hookshot across this bridge, and if we don't get rid of this guy, he usually wrecks my face. And dang it, if he didn't move, we actually would have been able to knock him off the bridge, and that would be funny, but that guy hates laughter, I guess. Let's just get our hookshot out and make our way across this bridge, because believe it or not, guys, we're pretty much done with Hyrule down here. Like I said, it's really not that big at all, which is kind of why I wish they did more stuff with it, because it's a really cool area. Like, it looks amazing. They just, like, didn't use it for anything else besides making your way to Ganon's tower, which, like I said, kind of a missed opportunity, but whatever, it works, I guess. Anyways, there it is, guys. You can already hear Ganon's theme playing in the background. And we finally made it inside Ganon's tower. Now, Ganon's tower is fun, so basically that door directly in front of us has 4 symbols on it. To unlock that door, we need to go down all of these 4 hallways, and down all these 4 hallways are the bosses from all 4 of the major temples. So this is basically like a boss gauntlet. It kind of reminds me a little bit like Mega Man, except a lot easier. So we just have to go through and fight all the main bosses again and then unlock that door. It's a pretty simple concept, but honestly, I really do like this idea, and they do apply a little bit of a twist to it, which is kind of cool, but we'll get into that a little bit later. For now, let's just complete this last trial of Ganon. It's not even like it's anything hard, because like fighting Goma again, not a big deal. And gosh dang it, I totally forgot about that. They do that on purpose. They make that second platform just shy, so if you swing at like your full vertex would be the right term, or maybe fulcrum. Although I'm pretty sure fulcrum applies more to levers, so that's probably not it. But whatever, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm not teaching math class or physics or anything like that. I'm playing freaking Zelda, for crying out loud. Anyways, second time's the charm, so we got it. Now all we gotta do is climb up here. Now, these boss fights aren't just like repeat boss fights. I mean, they are, but they do apply a little bit of a twist to them. Like, notice how the color sort of disappears in front of the door? That's kind of a hint at what goes on. It's a really cool idea. I actually like it a lot. So, the entire boss fight is actually going to be in this sepia tone color. In the original Wind Waker, oh, by the way, they also actually like reset your items too, so you only get to keep like what you would have at that point when you were fighting the boss, which is another really cool idea. So like, they don't make you super powerful or anything like that. But yeah, like I was saying, on the original Wind Waker, these boss areas were just plain black and white, so obviously they changed it in Wind Waker HD to match the other sepia-toned areas in the game. Like I said though, the bosses themselves haven't actually changed, so it's really just as simple as beating Goma again. And we have even more health this time, so I mean, honestly, this should be a breeze for most people. Like, the bosses aren't even particularly hard in this game, which I guess is why I don't mind playing through them twice, because I don't know, it's kind of fun. Like, I do like the bosses in this game. Even though they're not hard, you got to admit, they are really fun to fight. So, I'm okay with this. Plus, I do like the whole Mega Man boss gauntlet thing, too. Like, I've always liked that in games, and I thought it was cool, even though some people think it's, like, padding to make a game longer. I don't know. I always liked it, so whatever. It's fine by me. And with this, we should break Goma's armor and actually start being able to do damage to her. You know, I don't believe the Master Sword actually does extra damage to these guys. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't make that much of a difference. But alright, it's time to start dealing some damage to Goma. By the way, those cutscenes look pretty dang cool in sepia tone as well. Gosh dang it, Goma, don't do that. I just need to kill you. Bring me that nasty eyeball. I will slash it to pieces. Come on, Goma, play nice, please. Just come here. Thank you. And, oh, that's actually it. Maybe the Master Sword does do more damage. Huh. I wouldn't actually know how to prove that. Maybe they made the bosses easier. I don't even know. Doesn't matter. Goma is done regardless. So I'm going to do these in order. So I guess the next area that we should head to is the Forest Temple boss. Kali Deimos, I believe, was the name of that. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to kill it in like 2 seconds anyways. It's a giant freaking plant thing that attaches to the ceiling. It's like the easiest boss in this freaking game, for crying out loud. Anyways, let me grab my Deku Leaf, because I'll pretty much only need that to get across here. I really do think it's kind of annoying that after you go through one of these areas, and even when you go and fight the boss, like, it resets all of your items. You have to, like, re-equip everything. It can be kind of tedious, but doesn't really matter. Plus, I really do like the Forest Temple or Forest Haven, like, I don't know, little boss room, like, before we get to the boss. It's a pretty cool design. Ooh, hang on. Ah, dang it. I was too slow. I was trying to get that turnstile, but yeah, whatever. I guess we'll just have to wait. But yeah, like, I really like this area, getting to the boss. It's a pretty cool concept. It uses, like, everything that you saw inside the Forest Haven in, like, a really cool and compact manner. Alright, let's see. I believe I can actually skip the plant to the left, so I'm just gonna run to the right and hopefully it doesn't, like... Okay, thank you, I made it. Sweet! And now we can just glide over to the door. And you'll notice over here, like, the sepia tone fade out to the door is much more prominent in this area. I'm not sure why that is. But whatever, enough blatant observation. Let's just go and take on the boss of the Forest Haven. Now, I'm going to try something different. I played it safe on my first, fight of this boss. I'm going to try a riskier tactic. You can actually, like, one-cycle this boss if you use spin attacks. So I'm going to try and do that. Although, you also risk getting eaten if you do that, like, and you're not fast enough. But honestly, we should be fine. Plus, I don't really care. We have, like, 20 hearts, so who cares if I lose 1 or 2 to this boss anyways. And, alright, let's go. Come on. Spin attack, spin attack, spin attack, and... Oh, yeah, there we go. That is what I'm talking about, baby. That is how you one-cycle that boss. It is super easy if you can master that. Although normally, I'm not actually that good, so that's why I kind of play it safe for the most part. But now that we're done with the Forest Haven, let's make our way over to... I believe this is actually going to be the Earth Temple. And if that's the case, then this is going to be the longest of the hallway segments. Alright, so the Earth Temple one, it's honestly not that interesting. Let's just roll through here and cause these coffins to fall. That's basically what you're going to want to do every time you get to a new floor, because you're going to be running up and down these hallways a few times as fast as you can, because obviously it being like the Earth Temple, we have to use light to freeze dark chews, and then, put them on a switch and run to the staircase that the switch is going to activate before the dark chews turn back into chews again. Honestly, the concept, I don't really like it that much, because it's kind of like the most basic puzzle they could have made using the stuff from the Earth Temple. And gosh dang it, really? You're gonna curse me? Alright, well, let's see if I can do this curse. Thankfully, all they do is just reverse your control, so if you're used to, like, playing inverted, it's really not that difficult. And we made it, so not even that big of a deal. That Poe tried his hardest, but he totally failed at being anything difficult. Oh no, keep rolling, Link. Do not get squished by the coffins. But anyways, Same deal, except this time the light is on the opposite side. We just have to freeze another Dark Chew, put on the switch, and then run up the stairs. It's pretty simple, and that's what I mean about this area being kind of lackluster. But honestly, what else could they really do? Because they had to make it a quick and easy puzzle to solve and nothing too difficult. Even though I would have liked a better light-based puzzle. Now, guess what? We have to fight a Stalfo. Oh my gosh, no! The stairs went back down! Oh my gosh, my shield must have like redirected the light and hit the chew that was already on the switch. That is so funny. Cause like what's supposed to happen there is that Stalfos appears and then like the stairs go back up, your chew moves out of the way, and then you have to kill the Stalfos and redo that entire puzzle. So we just got like super lucky that our shield just happened to re-stonify, which is the word I just made up, that chew, so we could walk right past the Stalfos. You could not plan that if you tried. I'm so happy that I got that on video, because like that is a 1 in a million shot. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. But anyways, yeah, we just gotta fight Jalhalla again. It's really not even difficult. I don't even know why this boss exists. It's so stupid easy. But yeah, no matter what, this boss always takes 3 cycles. There's no way to do it any faster. I'm pretty sure it's programmed that way. And that was... Why am I, like, sliding? There's no ice physics in this room. At least there shouldn't be. And freaking light. Can you just stand still for, like, 2 seconds? That's all I need. See? 1. Done. Not even 2 seconds. It was just, like, 1 second. Jeez, man. Alright, Jalhalla. Please, just go slam into the wall. That way I can kill all the mini pose inside you, or regular pose technically, and just move on to the next boss. Alright, last cycle. Here we go. Hopefully the freaking light doesn't troll me again, and we'll be just good to go. This will just be like simple and clean, and we'll just be done with it. Don't even think about it, Jalhalla. And if I can actually aim at this guy. There we go. Seriously? Freaking light. Guys, I am so done with this boss right now, you have no idea. Ah, finally. Alright, Jalhalla. Well, it's been real annoying. But it's time for you to die. That way, I can take on the final boss. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and donezoed, baby. See you never, Jalhalla. Oh, man. Alright, well, with that, there is only one more boss left. And that is the boss of the Wind Temple, Molgera. Thankfully, since I know that new strat actually works, this honestly shouldn't be that bad. I'm not too worried about it. And this hallway is actually one of the easier ones too. So this should be a breeze. Get it? Because Wind Temple and breeze is like wind. Alright, I'll stop. I'm gonna need my iron boots, my Deku Leaf, and probably my bow, because there's a whiz robe in this area. And if we can kill him off early, it'll make this room a lot easier. Although, where did he go? I hear him. Oh, there's his fireballs. I have no idea where he was. Oh, there he is. Come here, dude. You need to die and get out of my way, please. Oh, yes, I got him. I thought the spikes were blocking all my shots, but apparently I'm just bad at the bow. Sweet. So, basically, all we have to do now is, like, glide across using the 2, like, springboards. You're going to want to make sure when you're gliding... Ooh, can I land on that? Nope, I shouldn't have pulled out my sword. Gosh dang it. But yeah, like, you're going to want to make sure when you're gliding across this next gap that you basically line yourself up in the direct center and go in between these 2 wind plumes. Otherwise, they'll just, like, blow you straight down into the abyss, and you don't want to do that. Oh, snap, there's some... Wow, how did that not work in my favor? I was, like, dropping down from the sky on that guy, and he somehow still managed to hit me. Whatever. You're all just gonna die and get out of my way. Sweet. Okay, oh, you know what? I actually need my hook shot now. That's how you get up there. I thought there was like another springboard, but I forgot we actually got the hook shot in the Wind Temple. So yeah, that actually makes sense. But now it's time for us to fight Molgera for the 2nd time. And this is the last boss between us and what's behind that door. So, let's get started. Actually, wait. I need my hookshot first. Alright. Now let's get started. Yeah, that would have been bad if we tried to fight this guy without the hookshot. Come here, Molgera. Now, I've actually learned something else about this boss fight from watching, again, speedruns, on how to make it go a little bit faster when Mulgara goes up in the air. There's actually a way to trigger him to come down. So I'll show that off once we actually get to that point. But I believe that's only the 3rd and 4th phase that he goes up in the air. So it's going to be after this, I think. And crap, I think his like little babies are getting in my way. So yeah, we're going to have to get out of here and put some distance between us and these mini Mulgaras. That way we can actually grab this dude's tongue. So come here, buddy, old pal. It's time to have some fun. There we go. Alright, so now he should fly up in the air, and I can show off this new trick. At least I think he's going to fly up in the air. Maybe not. Oh, nope. Hang on. There he goes. Sweet. Alright, so when he flies up in the air, what you can do is if you keep an eye on him and actually go towards his head, when you get like close enough, he'll come down and try to attack you and go back into the sand. So you can actually like trigger him to go back down into the sand faster, which of course makes his cycles go by faster, therefore making the boss go faster, if that wasn't apparent enough already. I think I said faster like 20 times in that sentence. Anyways, Mulgara, come here, man. Alright, only one more cycle. Actually, yeah, that would probably work. I think I just thought of a way that you can make this boss go by even quicker. If you drank like elixir soup, because that gives you double damage until you actually take damage, you might be able to defeat this boss in like 2 cycles, and that would be kind of cool. Although you would waste the elixir soup, but if you have like 4 bottles of it, that's 8 servings, so at that point you might as well, and you could easily have 4 bottles of elixir soup at this point in the game. So that's probably only practical if you're going for like 100% speedrun type of deal, but whatever. Get out of here, man. I only need to get one more hit on this guy and he's pretty much done, so if I could just get some privacy, that'd be great. Come here, man. Yes, there we go. Sweet. And there we go. That ought to do it. Sweet. So, we have successfully re-beaten all 4 bosses of the game. And with that, it looks like we have finally... Ooh, scary Ganon symbol. But with that, we have unlocked the door to the next area of Ganon's Tower. However, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.